We should go back to a time where everybody talked behind each other's back. That was way more pleasant.
Stop expressing your opinion.
Oh, please. Oh, don't get me started on opinions. Nobody cares about your weird ass, nasty comments. I got like the nastiest comments and I was laughing so hard.
I think most guys that would be either in the closet or whatever are not going to wait 7 months to have sex again.
True.
Let's be honest.
No, that's true. But the physiques were on point, though.
Oh.
Alley-oop.
My grandmother, she had like in her bedroom, she had a little skirt for me and a stick, and I could do it at her place because I wasn't allowed to for my father and mother, and then she had that for me. Sweet. So she did that for me.
Welcome to The Main Characters. The Main Characters is all about queer joy,
self-love,
and iconic guests.
It's fun.
It's needed. Let's get into it. So, Marco, how have you been?
I've been doing well.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was nice to have a little break.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, season 2.
Yeah, season 2 in a brand new studio from my friend Lino.
As you can see.
It's called So Studio. Whoa.
Yeah, our friend Lino graciously hosts us in this new studio.
Yeah.
So this is where we're going to film the entire next season.
Fun.
And this is episode 1.
Fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about things we did.
Yes.
What have you been up to?
What I've been up to? I've been very busy, to be honest. I mean, we had a break with the podcast, but we do a lot of other stuff as well. And a lot of stuff is coming up. This week is Darklands Fest in Antwerp, which is a fetish festival. Yeah. Basically indoor.
They had a rebranding, Beyond Darklands.
Yeah, now it's called Beyond Darklands, which is the same probably. We'll see. And with Mr. B, I'm going there. We're going to do some photo shoots. We're hosting a dark room together with Master Jackon.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. And other than that, I've been working already on Pride, which is in August. Pride Amsterdam. But I organize several events. So I've been busy doing that.
Cool.
How about you?
I've been doing some side projects as well. I started working on a documentary.
Okay.
But not as a subject, but as a performer. They asked me to do a performance. I can't talk a lot about it because she signed a contract.
Oh, she's on the NDA.
Yeah, she's a non-disclosure agreement.
For sure, yeah.
And but I can tell you a little bit about it. I'm part of a documentary, and the performance is with 4 dancers.
Okay.
And I have no dance experience whatsoever.
Except from in the club?
Yes. And that's also kind of doubtful if those are really the best moves. And it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
But it's also...
it was like with a choreographer and
choreographer. And I found it a humbling experience to work with 4 people who know how to move their bodies. Yes. Found it a bit intimidating and was a little bit shy about it, which doesn't happen a lot. I was really a couple of times I was standing in the corner, like a little mouse. Yeah, like a little mouse. And but it was also fun to do something that you've never done before.
Out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and just do it.
So
yeah.
What did you learn from it?
That maybe I should not be a dancer. That's what I learned from it. But what I learned from it is that sometimes you need to do stuff that you're...
know your strengths.
Yeah, no, but also like do stuff that you sometimes haven't done before, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's always good.
Just try it. Yeah. So that.
Yeah.
And one more thing. It's your birthday.
Almost.
In 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you get when you have your birthday?
Presents.
Yay! So I got you a little present. Yes.
You shouldn't have. Oh, you should. But
And Pablo put like a little ribbon on it. Yeah, because I'm not so handy.
Influencer. Cute. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, I can go with the collection.
Do you know who this is?
I have no idea.
You remember that we had the episode about our first, and like you had an actor that was the first actor that you fell in love with. Yeah, the Jurassic Park guy.
Sam Neill.
This is Sam Neill as a toy. Yeah.
That's so cute.
So you have your childhood crush now as an action figure.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I love it. Now at home in my office/gaming room, I have a whole shelf with all like these little things. So that you can go with them.
Hot.
Sit down.
So yeah, I think that's about it. Shall we just start the episode and go to our guest?
Let's meet our guest.
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Our first main character of 2026 is a DJ, a drag performer, and a reality TV icon who loves to play games and used to be scared of drag queens himself.
She went from spinning records at small clubs to DJing at major festivals.
Yeah, and she has entertained the masses as a standout contestant on Big Brother 2024. And she is a vocal advocate for queer and trans rights, reaching people way outside of her bubble.
She shits glitter and serves cunt with her partner in crime, Hoax LeBeau.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Heisa Jynx.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is going to be my new alarm clock. Yeah. You know? Yes.
Every morning.
This is nice. What an introduction. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, welcome to the show.
Yes. Well, now I feel welcome.
Yeah. Our first guest of our second season.
Yeah.
Wow.
In a new studio.
Yes.
With beautiful curtains.
I love them, huh?
Yeah.
So gorgeous.
A little birdie whispered in our ear that you are responsible for the curtains in the studio.
It's my fault. Yeah. Yeah, that's my side job, my day job.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah, because everything else is at night. Usually.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, no, yeah. You have to do something through the cold winter months. You know,
That's
then
true,
there's not so much drag to do. So then, I sell curtains to the people.
Yeah. That
Very
was actually
nice,
also our first question. Hey, what have you been up to recently? But
Well, yeah. Well, it's been quite silent. I've been busy like behind the scenes on doing some stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm writing a book and I'm hosting a stage on Milkshake this year.
Nice.
So that took all of my time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Between selling curtains and doing some normal gigs. Yeah.
yeah. And the both of you have a little bit of a history, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
I mean, we've always worked around each other, I think, for years at the same clubs, at the same parties. Yeah, we usually get booked.
Yeah, Nick's a lot, huh? Yeah, that
Club
was
Nix was
fun.
very much the,
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're both, let me say this in my best Dutch.
Oh, God.
Your looks can be a little bit rommelig sometimes, right? You like, you like to...
Well, yeah, I try to be, but I try not to be. At the last 5 years or so, I really stepped it up.
Yeah.
Got some money and I cleaned myself up. But I used to, for me, drag is an expression and it doesn't have to be that polished. If there's a vision behind it, it can be cute.
Yeah,
it's kind of punk rock also.
I know, yeah. There's nothing more boring than a nice lady. So yeah, why would you want to be a nice lady?
Agreed.
Yeah, but it can be something fun.
So we would like to dive a little bit into your history.
Okay.
Yeah, and then go to what you do these days.
Yeah.
There's quite some things written about you, and we can find a lot of things about you online. What comes back often is that you were an introverted gay boy that grew up in Zeeland, which is in the south of the Netherlands.
Quite conservative.
Yeah, in a fisher village.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was called Ierseke. Do I pronounce this correctly? Ierseke.
Yes.
How was that for you?
Well,
and trauma.
Trauma one. No, yeah, it was what it was. I didn't know any better, but it was horrible. I couldn't stay there, so I left when I was of age. And then I could finally be myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a really religious village with 3 times to church on Sunday and all this kind of crap. Yeah. And I always it's a little bit like Volendam. Only the people cannot sing. Yeah. That's we fortunately don't have that gene. I would love to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't great growing up. Yeah, but that's how it was then. Yeah. So and now it's different.
I in the village that I grew up in Limburg.
Oh yeah.
Like in my street, there was also a little boy who used to live in Zeeland.
Oh.
And his parents were also kind of religious, and they felt always a little bit like gray, like there was some sort of color missing there.
Oh
beige.
God, yeah.
Yeah, beige. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, beige is too colorful for those people. Yeah. No, yeah, it was always, and at a pretty young age, I always saw through it because the whole religion there, it felt like performative for me because they could not have a TV, but then they had a TV built into a cupboard, all those kind of things. And then when I had 2 little white dogs, and then when I walked with the dogs, they were like screaming at me, you go to hell. Those are beasts, the beasts of the devil. And I was like, well, they're just like two little like Maltese lions. Yeah. Is that the word? I don't know. It's like,
but they were called Satan and Beelzebub.
Yes. And those dogs were like weedy. And it was like, okay. Yeah, they were screaming away from the dogs. It was crazy. Heavy. So but then when at one point I was 17 and I came out, and then I was like hysterically flaming gay. Yeah. But and then I was like so against everything, so that I knew when the church was coming out. So then I would walk in my pink crop top and my pink pants when I still had the body for it, and then I walked like into the stream,
on purpose.
Yes, like on purpose. Like, look at me, yeah. Love. Always, because I used to go out in red and blue in Antwerp. And then always when I came back, it was time for them to go to church. So then we drank. Yes. And at the time I had a friend with a cabrio, which was really interesting because I was like 17, never seen anything in my life. Yeah. And then we just pulled off the roof, and then we played like the most gay music, like next to all those people. It's horrible.
Speaking of punk rock.
So that's what we did. But the thing is, it was funny at the time because you just want to rebel against something, I guess. Wrong. Everybody's saying that what you're doing is wrong and what you're doing is not right, and you go to hell. And I'm like, fine, if this is hell, then I guess
I'm going anyway. Then might as well
let's do it in a cabrio.
Yes. Yeah, let's go. But then at that point, I was like always the only one. There was no one in my village. Yeah, there was one, but he was married with 3 kids.
Did you do him though?
No. No. He worked at the local drugstore, and he always every time I came into the store, he felt everything fell out of his hands, and he was like, yes.
Tony told me that you did get a little bit of support in your village from your grandmother.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God,
tell us about her.
Yes, she was the most amazing woman. Yeah, she was so funny. She was the most loving woman I've ever met. She was so nice. She always supported me in everything I did, because when I was 16, I was thrown out of school, and then I had to work at a local fry shop my mom was like, well, if you can't go to school, then you just go to work. Yeah. So here I was making fries and frikandellen. And then my grandmother, she just came, and she was like really proud, and she brought her family, and then they came to the store. And then later when I worked into retail, she came to the retail store, and she was always proud of me. So I was always enough.
Yeah, that's so important to have.
Yeah. And also when I was a little kid, I always played with dolls and with ponies and stuff. Yeah. And I always wanted to go, I don't know the English word, but the majorettes.
Yeah.
You know, the ladies
band,
like the marching, the twirlers. Yes, I wanted to do that, but I was so bad I couldn't even stand up straight. So so I wanted to do it. So my grandmother, she had in her bedroom, she had a little skirt for me and a stick, and I could do it at her place because I wasn't allowed to for my father and mother. And then she had that for me. Sweet. So she did that for me. Yeah. So when she passed, it was like, for me, the first time when I ever felt like how it feels to miss somebody.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I still do.
Yeah.
So
what was her name?
Truus,
beautiful. Somewhere in the universe.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, well, especially for queer kids, it's so important to have that somebody that, doesn't judge you, believes in you, supports you.
And she was really religious, but she was just religious in a way where I think she was loving, you know?
The way it should be.
The way it should be, yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, that was really cute. Yeah.
You wrote a really nice piece in Stunning magazine a couple of years ago. Do you remember that in the very first issue?
Yes.
Let's show it on camera, because there's a really good picture of you there as well.
I know,
I love it.
I went to that shoot not even knowing what it was.
It's always with Sahil.
9 out of 10 times.
Camera, we can edit it in later, but I don't know if people can see. But picture.
Oh yeah, that when I was planning on starting a Twitch channel, which it's there, but it's never been used. ADD.
Yeah. Any plans in the future?
Maybe. I thought about gaming, but to do it online. But the problem is, it's such an outlet for me that then it becomes a job. So I'm like, no, I might just
use it.
Maybe do it once for fun. But if you have to do it. Yeah, then it becomes different. Yeah.
Maybe it's fun to do one for charity or something,
Yeah. The thing is, when Corona hits, I was going to be a YouTuber, and nobody was was going to stop me. I have an attic and I built it into a studio, had everything, made 3 videos and called it quits because it was too much work. But I like doing it though. So I have all the equipment still. I just don't use it.
Can I still go to that article, the one that you wrote?
Yeah, of course.
What I liked about it was you told the audience that you got like a Nintendo Entertainment System for your 10th birthday.
Yes,
I had it as well, the 8-bit Nintendo.
Yes,
yeah. Took me so long to get it, and then when I finally got it, 2 weeks later they released the Super Nintendo. Really annoying.
Oh God, how dare they? How very much dare they,
so
Nintendo?
Expensive, those things. So expensive.
Yes, they were. Yeah.
But you had Super Mario Brothers 2 at one point.
I do, yes.
Yeah, and then there was this one character, your first queer character.
Birdo.
Yes, Birdo. I think Birdo is also might appear on the screen at one point. Can you tell us about Birdo?
Yeah, well, she was like the first. When you bought the game, there was like then you got like a little booklet with it, and in the booklet were all the characters, and in the booklet said that Birdo is a guy who likes to dress up as a girl.
Yes.
And I was like, I like that one, but at that point she was still a villain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also have her tattooed on my arm, and I was so fascinated by it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wait, because my whole life people ask me, like, are you a boy? Are you a girl? I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm here.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm just me.
Yeah, just let me be. Yeah.
I love that sentence. I don't know. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
And you also wrote that Birdo make you feel less different, or maybe less alone.
Yes, because representation matters in any sense. And in the 80s, the 90s, I think it's early 90s. You didn't have that much. There wasn't. No, I don't know nothing. No.
Especially not when you're 10. Right?
No, no. I never knew about gay people until I was like, I think 16, 17.
Crazy.
I didn't even know it existed at one point. It was like one line in the sexual school lessons, and that was
barely,
it. Yeah, barely. So then, like, oh, it exists. Point. That was it. There was nothing on there.
I find that interesting. But how did you then? I mean, you must have had some sort of feelings that were coming up, and you were looking maybe at men. How did you?
Yeah, well, Ryan Phillip was my gay awakening in Studio 54. He could get it. He still can, though. Yeah. His nudes were recently leaked. It was it was crazy.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It was like, wow, that's.
It brought a lot of childhood memories.
Well,
back. So rock.
I didn't think about my childhood with this news, but it was like, Daddy could still get it, but he's like 50, 54 or something, and he's wow. Yeah, so no, but I don't know. The thing is, when I was 12, 13, I had sex with the boys from my class, just where we did sleepovers, and then we watched porn together, and then all the things, and then I never thought anything really of it. No, and then I just lived my life. I had girlfriends at the time, like really for a year or a year and a half. So I was pretty serious about it. And like the sex was also good. So it wasn't really like I was like thinking I was gay. I really never thought about it. And then so some people told me, some friends, they brought me to the Red and Blue, and then when it was the first time, I was in there for 2 seconds, and then the lights went out, and then the spotlight went on, and there was this guy dancing with an Amsterdammetje, and then he sat on it and to the floor, and I was like, well, if this is gay, I'm certainly not gay. That will never happen in my days.
Cut to
Now they have to put on 3, and no, and I was like, oh wow, this is not gay. But then I saw a guy, and then the lights hit him from behind. It was really like scenic, and then he was standing there, and he walked over, and he just started kissing. I was like, okay, maybe I am gay. And from that point, I was gay. Yeah. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
And then you left Ierseke.
I did, yes.
Immediately.
I was like, bye.
Bye.
No. From that point, it was like, I needed to leave. And then I left for Breda, and then now I live here.
Yeah. So. And Amsterdam for you was like the city of freedom, right?
It is, It's the place I found myself, really. I like Amsterdam. I like it here.
What's nice about it?
I like the freedom. I like the people. I like also like the anonymity of it. I'm really like, I want to choose my moments. So when I perform or when I do stuff, I don't mind that people are watching me because I choose the people watch me. But then when I'm just home or when I'm just myself, I really like that people are not bothered by it, because even when I did a big TV show, you know, then all the other contestants from that show, they lived in like smaller villages and stuff, so they had like the whole village coming through their houses, and with me it was like people are mostly like annoyed that you
oh, you're back. Oh, you're back.
Oh, he thinks he's all that. I'm like, well, no. But
I don't.
Thank you, but no.
So you moved to Amsterdam, and we already said it earlier in the intro. You were at first you didn't like drag queens at all, right?
I hated drag queens because when they're so scary. They still are. I still think they're scary. But the thing is, they always needed to get me when I went somewhere when we did like the bingos with Wendy Mills still.
Wendy Mills.
Yeah, I want to say Rip, but she still lives. But Wendy isn't. Well, I don't think. I don't know.
Wendy as a character is she quit. I think
so. Yeah, she has a B&B, right? Or something like that. I don't even know.
And a really cute boyfriend. Hey, Alex, go on.
Yes, she should. Husband, yes. So they always needed to pick on me, and then we went to see just one time, and of course there's a drag queen, and of course she needs to sit on my lap, and I'm like, go away, you know. Then I thought they were horrible, but I was always intrigued by it.
Yeah.
And then at one point I was like, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Yeah, but there was a reason for it, right? Because you had like DJs and artists who became your friends, and then you were
Yeah. And I was like, I want to do something in nightlife too, but I have no talent. So what am I going to do? I at that time I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be a DJ. And then I thought I'm going to be a drag queen. And because it wasn't popular at that time, you had like, for example, you had Wendy Mills and you had Mayday and you had,
Galore started out around that time, right?
Yeah. I think we started all a little bit at that same time. Yeah, there's like a whole generation of drags that started with Drag Race, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It started to be also like broadcast, like in cafes and stuff, right? Like the Engel, I think, or what was it called?
Oh that's true. Yeah, you have watch parties. Yeah, that was so fun. Yeah.
Different time.
Remember? Like Galore started doing that. Let's have a little tangent. And she had like Raymond de Kommer, I think, the photographer.
Yes, he made all the pictures.
Yeah, he made pretty pictures. Like always like posing in like this little hallway or something. That's so pretty.
He made me look better than I deserved at that time. He did. I was like, is that me? Fine, I'll take it. Yeah.
Before the break, one more question.
Okay.
Like we talked about drag, also about growing up in Zeeland, also about like that you had some pushback from people living there.
Yeah.
And also your mom and dad were also not really happy with it at the beginning, right?
No.
I saw in an interview that you said that your mother said to you she wanted to like your pictures on Facebook 10 years ago, but she was afraid to do it because people would see it.
Yes.
And then on Omroep Zeeland, like 5 years ago, they had like a little post.
Yeah.
And it said that you were performing in Het Beest in Goest. Het Beest is like a club. The Beast.
The Beast,
in Goest.
Yeah.
And then
sounds promising.
It sounds up.
Yeah, to me too. I was like, let's go, Beast.
Yeah, and then your dad was in the audience.
Yes,
and it also
he
said,
was.
like, he was reluctant at first, but now he was like kind of happy to be there and to see you.
Well, yeah, he was entertained, but it was 10 years into my drag career. So 10 years he didn't want to see it. I was told not to put pictures on Facebook because his colleagues would see it and he didn't like it. And then I said, well, just come to a show. I have a show in Goes. Just come, sit there. It's 30 minutes. If you don't like it, leave. And if you like it, then you've seen it.
Yes.
So then they came, and then afterwards he was standing up and applauding, and he loved it so much. He said, "Oh, you're actually talented." So I'm like, "Thank you, Dad. I'm not devoting my whole life to this art form and not,
be good at it.
And not be good at it, Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I still know what I did. It was a performance. I'm not a lip syncer though, but then I had to. Yeah. And then I was feeling, and I had a wig on, and I was feeling that the wig was leaving my head.
Yeah.
Like this, and I was like, oh God, we still have one more chorus. Come on, Born This Way, you can do it. Come on, stay on. It was hanging on with a little bit of glue, and then I was like, okay, we made it. And then I run off, and then the wig flew off. Yes. Yes.
I think it's very cute that your parents like.
Yes. And I have to say, a lot of it I think my dad he got to know me when I left. So when I was still living with him, he just didn't get it. But then when I was out of the house and later we spent some time, because when I got a new house, he helped me obviously with some things in the house. And then we got to spend some time together. And then he was like, "Oh, you're actually a nice person." I'm like, "Yeah." He just couldn't get over the fact that I was gay. That he didn't see me as a person. He saw me as a gay man.
Yes.
But I'm just a person. Sometimes
I think when you grow older and parents are also, I don't know, they just become more humans. That first they're your parents and then they're like people. And I also feel with my parents that they start to look a little bit back on their lives. What were the choices that I made? Were they good or not? Especially when it comes to the children.
Yes.
And then they also are able to admit sometimes that they did things maybe not the way that they should have, or they can admit that they maybe
Well, yeah, I've been to lots of therapy, and at one point I just sat my parents down and they were like, "Is this our fault?" I said, "Well, yes, but also it was the 80s. You got a weird kid. You didn't know what to do with it. Yeah. You were scared of public opinion of the village or the people around you. I believe that they did the best they could do." Yeah. You cannot. I did not hold them accountable, and we had that conversation, which was really nice. But at the end of the day, you have to, we moeten door, hè? Yeah. We have to go on, and I cannot blame them for it. I mean, times are different.
I think so.
If you're now a homophobic parent, you shouldn't be allowed to get children, but that's a whole other story. But
well, if you do it now, you do it on purpose because all the information is there.
Yes.
It's a different ball game.
I mean, what I said, there weren't any gay persons alive. Well, there were, obviously, but not in the village.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, clear.
Let's take a little break.
Let's take a little break.
Yes.
Hey, everyone out there, if you like what you see, and I think you do, maybe you could consider giving us a little boost. Support us through our Patreon like Danny did, my best friend.
And Dennis, my husband.
Yes. So if you want to support us, check our Patreon. Every little contribution is welcome. And if you do so,
we have a lot of special extras for you. We have content that's too hot to handle for YouTube will be on our Patreon, but we'll also record special episodes. You have earlier access to all the episodes. You can even request things or ask us questions.
Yes,
so,
you will get great recipes for my grandmother's apple pie.
They're going to hold
which
you
is
to
a
that,
lie.
So. There are 2 tiers. You can already subscribe for free, so you have early access. But if you want all the other extras, it's €5 a month.
Yes. And as a thank you, we will mention your name in the episode itself.
At the end.
What's stopping
join
you?
the family and be the main character.
Fun.
Welcome back. Heisa.
Hi.
Let's talk reality TV.
Oh, yes, let's go.
Because you took part in Big Brother in 2024.
Yes.
81 days in the house.
Yes.
Placed 6th.
No, that's a lie.
Oh.
That's a lie. I was 4th.
4th.
Yes, I was in the finale week and I was the last one to leave the house. Yes, it's my agency who didn't get it right, and I couldn't be bothered to correct them because I was like, well, no. I was.
Everybody
4th.
changed to Wikipedia. I think.
Yes, I mean, oh yeah, it's on my Wikipedia.
I don't know if it's Wikipedia.
Oh no, I don't. No, I was 4th. Yeah, and in my mind, I thought I was going to win.
Yeah,
but you have a question, so let me just not talk. I have a lot to say. Go.
Okay, let's go. Well, what I wanted to ask: why did you take part? Why did you sign up?
Okay, so yes, before I went on television, I was like the biggest reality television freak there was. I loved it. It's like my life. And then I wanted to do something, but I didn't want to go on an island, and I didn't want to do something that was too active. And then I was like, you know what? Sitting on a couch for 3 months, I can totally do it.
I do that anyway.
It wasn't.
I have these skills.
This is something I think I can do.
I've been training for this.
I've been training for this my whole life.
I totally got this. I was like, bored. You get bored. Like, I don't. Fine, I will. Yeah. But it was nothing like that. It was actually quite hard. It was really intense. And the thing was, it was really funny because my niece, she was in the second season, and by the time I auditioned, it was the fourth season. I came back from a gig. I think I was drunk, and then I read that they were taking applications, and I was like, let me send it right away. So I took a video of me, like I was like, hi, I'm Jimmy. I had to make a video, but you have to just invite me to the auditions because I'm way better in person. This is horrible. And then I filled in the form, and then I thought nothing of it. And then I woke up the morning with hungover, and I read my phone. It was like, hi, this is Big Brother. Can you please fill in all the forms? I was like, what? I was like, the day after, I was like, this is quick. And like, I'm in it. Then I knew I was in it. But the whole audition process takes a long time because I auditioned in July and the show started end of January.
Yeah.
So that's the whole process. And I knew in December that I was going to be on it for sure.
Okay.
And I did all the thing. Oh, there was, and the whole road to the house was like crazy because it was you get like psych test and physical test, and it was like, well, I don't know. I mean, yes, like But then the one who did the psych test was really nice, and I had a really good connection with her. So I was like, okay, I charmed my way into that one. But the one I couldn't charm my way into was the physical test, and the physical test is in like you have like the Olympic like thing in Arnhem where they test all the Olympic athletes and stuff.
And you
and me, and on my way there, I feel my head. I'm getting a fever, and I started sweating, and it was, and I got COVID on the way, and I was like, I'm not going to tell this. If I say this to anyone, I'm not allowed in, and then I'm not going to do the show.
Goes your chance,
that goes my chance. So I'll just fake it. And I mean, not to say that my condition is the best, but then it was really worse because I was like, like that, with a fever on a bike, and then it's like, go harder. I'm like, I'm trying.
And then the whole production team was like, they had to cancel for a month because everybody got sick or not?
No. I was like, if I got it, but now it is fine. And then, and I was like, I'm just not saying, but I will keep my distance from people, but I'm really not. And so I barely made that physical test because he's like, you're like a guy from 70. I'm like, oh.
Thanks.
Sure. Yeah, because I had no air in my lungs. Yeah. I had nothing. I couldn't do nothing. But I made it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And because a lot of my friends, they did Drag Race or they did other shows, and I was like, now it's my time. Yeah. But then I entered the house and I was there, and I entered a week later. Because that's how the show goes. They have like a start group, and then people get added, and I was added. And then I was in the house, and I seen all these alpha males, and they were only like doing push-ups and running and screaming and farting all the way. And I was like, this is really not my vibe. No. So I woke up the first morning. I was like, this is not for me. I went to the production. I was like,
your clothes, the stench.
I'm like, oh, why is everybody farting here in this house? Because I mean, really. Yeah, and on the dinner table, they were disgusting. Yeah, you know who you are. And then...
Can you say that on camera? You know who you are.
You know who you are. So nobody from my housemates knows, but I went to the production office and I said, I'm leaving. They're like, no, please stay. Give it like a few days. I'm like, no, this is like all my trauma from when I was younger with all these guys who were always picking on me was like coming like a wall. I was like, I'm not about to go through this on national television while I'm supposed to be funny.
And you just got over Corona, and again you were losing
just
your
had a psych test. I psych tested a physical test. I had to bike on a bike. Yeah, I mean that was and then they had the audacity to put me in the house with those kind of people. Yeah. No. Obviously, all those people who I did the show with are like really special because you become like a family. You really do.
Yeah. And they became your friends. Yeah,
they became my friends. Yeah, during the way. Yeah, the biggest alpha male became my friend because I was like, let's go into it together. And he had like a trauma with gay persons because he was assaulted by a gay man. So he was really so we helped each other in that, and we're still friends till today. Yeah, that was really fun, and it was really nice because your emotions in the house, they turned up to like 11. Like immediately. Because you have nowhere to put them. So
but when your emotions get that high, you know, and you're constantly being filmed, do you also lose the awareness of the cameras at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but not all the time. But it's not like you don't think of it. I was like at one point like picking my nose. I was like, no one is here, and I was picking my nose, and like I'm like, oh God. Oh God, oh my God, I'm in beam now. I'm like, oh God. Yeah, those kind of things. So you are aware, but not always. No. But you're also human, and you're also living there 24/7 in a house on a parking lot in the Belmer.
How about touching yourself? That is one thing
that was the first thing that disappears. I never thought about that. Your libido is like nothing. I haven't thought about sex at all because you're literally in a sort of survival state. Yes. I cannot explain it to you. I've never been horny in the house. Okay. Also, maybe the farting had something to do with it. But no. I mean, no. But they're really like muscly guys, really handsome guys, and they were all really nice. But I'm like, no. And everybody had that. No, and because you have no privacy, it doesn't. I don't know if I know some guys who did something, but not with each other, but themselves.
I like that you not just like Big Brother, but that you went on it, and I'm a fan of it as well. Yeah. I started watching it, the Dutch version, of course, which was the first one.
Yes.
Yeah. Those 2 seasons, iconic, also with Kelly, who was the first trans woman on TV.
She was like one of the reasons I went on Big Brother as well, because one of the moments, and nobody even remembers it, she doesn't even remember it, but there is like a moment where she, for a day, she could be a mermaid, and then they made like a blower pool. Is it called a blower pool? No.
Yeah, like a kiddie pool, right?
Yeah. So and then they gave her like a really ugly tail and like 2 shells as a bra, and there was
my first Barbie.
There was this gorgeous trans woman in like a plastic pool, and she was a mermaid, and she did that all day, and she was so happy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is. I would looked at it and like, this is what TV meant to be. Yeah. And it's a shame because they went for the, oh my God, there was a guy who made out with a trans woman and he didn't know vibe. I was like, oh, that's such a cheap thing. But on the other hand, I have to say, for me, during my season, they were really nice and really on it, and they asked me everything, like, are you comfortable with this? Are you comfortable with that?
But it's good that they are so honest, because I think reality TV also has changed a lot. Compared to the 2000s, let's say. I mean, we just had a documentary about...
I'm glad Tyra Banks didn't host my show.
Different. No, even in the Netherlands, I think the first Big Brothers, and we had the Gouden Kooi, the Golden Cake. Those were all
that was also
handled very differently.
Oh my God. No, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go.
You know what I found in my inbox? Did you ever... Okay, this is really fun. Everybody, if you have like your inbox, just turn the date around and look at your oldest emails that you got. I got like an email from the Gouden Kooi that I was selected as a contestant. I never went because I couldn't remember it.
No.
But I auditioned for it, apparently. I didn't do the actual audition, but they scouted me. And I was supposed to be on it.
I did an audition for Big Brother in the UK in 2008.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that was kind of interesting because the process was a little bit different than you are describing. You went to this event because in the UK it's really big, right? So I went to Dublin, actually, in Ireland.
2009, right?
Yeah, 2008 or 9. I don't remember. And I was obsessed with it because I saw like the 2007 series, which featured like this raver called Tracy, I think. She had like weird hair and she was like insane. And this girl called Charlie, who was like every second word you said, she was like offended and irritated. You know, she was always picking fights. And then I went to this audition, and there were like, I think, 1,000 people, all standing in a line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then every time you were like, you had to go a step to the front, and then you were put into a little group. And then you needed to play games with each other, you know? And you needed to immediately also say to people like, then you need to talk shit about each other. You know, you should, the question was like, who out of this group, based on like the first 2 things that they told about themselves, would you kick out? And then you would gang up with the people, Then somebody would say, I would pick her. And then everyone was like, yeah, me too.
That's always be the first one to tell something. Yeah. I cannot say to you, when I did my interview for Big Brother, I was sitting there like the queen. I was like, yeah, I don't care about people leaving. Why are people crying when people are leaving the house? It's crazy, And if somebody is just, I will say something. I was like, so they cast me already. If you read my bio, they cast me like I'm really like a cunty queen, which I'm really not. But I thought that's what they wanted to hear.
You played it well.
Oh, it worked.
And then the first time a friend of mine left the house, I was crying for 3 days. I couldn't stop, and it was so emotional. I was like, this person, and everybody's gonna. But it's like.
But you're in a pressure cooker.
God! But the thing is, you have nothing but the people there, and you have your friends, and you have the people you trust. And then if those people are gone, it's not that they're dead. You know that they're not dead, and you know this will be fine. But the time you have in the house is so nice that will never be the same.
Yeah. And it's your world.
It really is. And 3 months is a long time. Huh? 3 months is a really long time. I mean, I think. But I'm really grateful for my journey because I experienced it all. I had the whole menu.
Yeah,
I've been really favorite. I was favorite to win. Then I wasn't, and then I was nominated, and then I went to okay. So there's one process that nobody knows. I will tell some tea. We had a revolving door where you had to walk through, and then you walked into the studio. But the studio was far away from the house, so that was all fake, obviously. TV magic. So, but then the thing was, we didn't know. So we were nominated with three persons, but I was really in my head at that point, and I was really like, I'm going to win this show. Nobody's got anything on me. I'm nominated. I'm not going. And then I was like really like that. I was like, I'm the favorite. I'm going to win. And then at one point, like somebody else got like, you had 3 people. One is top favorite. He gets on, and then you have 2 people who go to the studio. No. And then I was like, well, I'm going to be top favorite in a minute. I'll be gone. And then it wasn't me. I was like, what? What's going on? I was like, I'm going. Oh no, now I'm going. So then we had to go through that revolving door, but that takes 15 minutes. Yeah. And what happens is they have to put your equipment off, like your sound thingies, your microphones, and you have to put other ones. So I was standing there like naked because they have to put it on everywhere. I was like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. I mean, it can't be. I was winning. I was winning this show. Everybody told me I was winning. So
was this the conversation you had?
Yes.
Maar ik moet gewoon weg.
Yes, but I'm leaving now. Is this it? I'm just gonna prepare myself to see my family and then I was like, okay, I'm going. And then they pushed me back into the house. Like, no, you're staying. I was like, what? All this, and now I'm staying. So, and then they're like, okay, you're happy when the thing. So back. I was like, I'm back. And then I was like, hey, I'm back. And right after, I was like, okay. So then we had like this whole dramatic scene. And then they were like, let's go do a movie night. I'm like, oh, fun. We're going to do a movie night. Fun. So we're going to watch a movie. And then there were like clips that your family made. So I was like
a roller coaster of emotion.
I never cried so hard in my life. And I was eating popcorn, crying at the same time. I was nauseous because you don't eat any sugars there. So you get a popcorn and a cola. You're like, ooh. Yeah. And I was like, I was sick in like 10 minutes. And then of course, my clip for my family was last. And I couldn't watch it. Yeah. I was like crying. And then at one point, my sis, my niece and nephew, she said, well, we don't want to put them on camera, so don't talk about them. But I mentioned them a few times because I missed them. I missed my niece's birthday. And then they were sitting like right into so I was like, I was ugly crying. And later I heard that my little niece, she was like 5. She told my sister, we're going to get Uncle Jimmy from the house. He misses us. Come, we're going to go get him now. He's crying. I was like, don't come. Don't be here. No, I need to win. I need to win money. But yeah, I didn't win. So
hey, that psychological thing of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it because
it's crazy. Like,
did you also get like this list of like 60 pages with just questions about your personal life?
Yes, I did. I did in the minute.
crazy. and then they ask you. They also ask you like all of the phone numbers and the email addresses and of all of the people that you know, and also all of your enemies. You have to list who hates you.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. They were the same people for me. So.
They were the same people.
No. Yeah, you do. And the thing is, and it's also a job for your family, because my father had to write a letter each week, and they had to do almost, and they had to do a lot, and then they had to have pictures or things from home or from friends. Yes, the ones you give that phone number to, like your person, it was my manager at the time. She had it was like a part-time job, honestly. She was like, they needed all the things. Oh yeah, also some inside teas 2 years ago, I can tell that. So you have like in the Big Brother now, you have freezes, and a freeze meant that you just need to stand still, and then things happen in the house and you cannot move. That's like you have to stand still. I am ADD. I cannot stand still if I wanted to, but okay, fine. So for mine, they wanted to have, because I made a joke, I was always like, I don't got 30 drag queens, in the house. So they actually tried to arrange that, but they didn't come because they didn't want to pay the money. I know. And I'm like, so my friends didn't want to come if they didn't get any money. So I know.
You're going to be on TV, bitch.
Yes. No. So that was.
So they didn't want to show up.
So I didn't get a freeze because those bitches are friends of mine, didn't want to come for free.
Let's put the names here in the chat really quickly.
I'm calling you out, host about Abby. Oh my God, Puma Hilton. I'm not afraid of names. No. It's fine. I mean, no.
It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. I will never have that experience again. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you probably would have won if they would have come.
Let's say that one more time. Let's say that one more time. It's fine.
It's really fine. It's fine.
Let's talk about something that is also like intellectual.
Ooh.
Yeah. You have the ability to make people think. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
Yes. Elaborate.
Well, that's the way I talk a little bit weird. No, it's what I do with my drag. It's my whole thing. I like to put something in people's faces that make them think. So that's my whole vision of it. I always try to do something else. I always try to look for something that or hasn't been done in a while, or do something differently. I don't like to follow.
No.
So I don't like to follow trends. I like to make trends my own if it suits. But also, I also like to be kind to people, and I think that's also really important. And that's always something I always tell people when they are having conflicts or stuff. I always try to let them think the other way.
Yes.
There's always a solution that doesn't involve screaming and shouting.
Yes. So empathy. You're empathic.
Yes. Yeah.
And do you also have like a strong sense of like what is right and what is wrong?
Yeah, really righteous. Yeah. If something is not the way I like it, I will tell you about it. Yeah.
So you're also kind of activist, right?
Yes. So yeah, but on my own way. I'm not an activist. I'm not a social media activist. I don't believe in that as much. But I do stuff for friends, and I do stuff which I don't necessarily talk about.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Be a thing.
Because I think if you want to help people. You don't need to brag about it. If you're gonna brag about it, you're helping yourself and you're helping other people.
Yeah.
But that's the way I look at it. So
or you maybe do it through deeds, right? For example,
I help people, I show up for people. That's if people have something, I'm always there.
I'm thinking of like last year you had like this demonstration. I think it was like the straat op, it was called. And you were just like,
I was just DJing,
music,
and I don't need to broadcast it. So sometimes being there is like good enough.
Yeah. But it was more than good enough, because there were like a couple of hundred people like in this LGBT section of this demonstration, like dancing to your tunes and like and I think that's important that you do so.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it's important. I mean, I think also if you have like I've been doing this for like, in May is 15 years. I'm doing drag 15 years in May, and I think it's also really important to use it not only for the glamour part, but you have to use it also for some good deeds. It's nice that you look great, but it's also nice that you help your community and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. And if you have a little bit of a platform, you can use it for
Yeah,
that.
also,
It doesn't have to be social media, but it can be any which way.
No. It's just I always get a little bit of the ick of people who always, I always
Social
think about
justice warriors online.
who just run into I've seen it happen. People just run into the parade or in the thing, and then they run up, hold the sign, take a picture, and they go off.
Yes.
And then I'm like, oh,
girl,
no. If there's anything in my life, I'm not fake. And I hate fakeness. I hate it. I cannot stand it.
And
I will call everybody out on it.
Yeah. And you also don't like running, right?
No. I never run. I don't run for trains. I don't run for public transport.
If the bus is there,
I will get another one.
For the next one.
No, I do, but I have to. Listen, I'm on a health journey at the moment because I have to. So I have to start like exercising a bit. And that's happening at the moment.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. So before we end the interview, do you maybe want to leave us with something controversial?
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
I do. But what would be controversial to you guys?
Yeah, let's just
to us, maybe not as much, but to the audience.
Oh, I need to think about this one. Okay, so you need to book drag queens. You need to book your local drag queens, not only the famous one, all the ones, and also book the queens of color and the trans girls. They're amazing. And look a little bit further than the ones you see, because there's a lot of talent that's been overlooked at the moment. I think there's a lot of drag talent that's been overlooked. I think we only look at one or two people, and I think it's getting boring because we have people who are standing there who are really crazy talented who don't get the same opportunities, and I think they should get them.
Yeah, drop some names. Can you drop some names?
Yes, I think Puma Hilton is for me is one of those girls. She's really great. She's a superstar. I think Eve Fatale also is like one. She's crazy talented. She's really good. I think the Countess is also great. I love her. Those are girls who really dedicate their life, their being, all their creativity to their craft, and I think that's amazing. So book those girls and
pay them also,
and pay them
fairly.
Yeah, and on time, please. Yes. It's €300. If you didn't have it before, you wouldn't have it after. But that's crazy. Yeah. And also be a little bit kind to each other. I think that's also. We should go back to the time where everybody talked behind.
Shouldn't be controversial, but I agree.
Yeah, we should go back to a time where everybody talked behind each other's back. That was way more pleasant.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Stop expressing your opinion.
Yeah. Oh, please. Oh, don't get me started on opinions.
Nobody wants to know.
Nobody wants to know. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your weird ass nasty comments. I got like the nastiest comments, and I was laughing so hard.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Yes,
plug,
I would like to add that you are wearing the most gorgeous sweater existing to
get into the merch.
Yes. The drawing is made by Jeroen Bloemers, who also made all of my outfits, and it's from Larissa Fashion. Yes, and she asked me for a collab, so it's been my collection. There was a plan for a second one, and it's been made, but maybe I'll drop it, maybe not. It's not that I'm not getting rich from it, but I liked it. I treated it like I was doing a fashion collection, which is like, to me it was. Yeah. I had so much plans. I really wanted to do so much.
We'll link to the merch.
We'll put it right here.
Yes, I think it's still available though.
I bought it.
Yeah, well, then it's still. I love that one. I have the same.
Yeah, I really love the fabric. It's really nice.
It's nice.
Because sometimes with merch, it's like hey, China, but no, this is really
no.
Really nice sweater.
I love that you just said to her that you have the same sweater.
I do. I have the same. I do. Yes, but I had to pay for them. I had to pay for my own sweater. I made them. I had to pay for them.
That's horrible.
I was like, really? I needed because I did like shoots with them, so I needed like 20. And then she sent me a bill. I was like crazy. I'm like,
the nerve.
I'm the star here. How very much dare you?
So everybody go buy the merch.
No, but Larissa is a really nice girl. This is really nice. She reached out to me after Big Brother. She's like, do you want to make a clothing collection? I'm like, sure. I was like, yeah. I can draw, but here are some drawings from somebody else. I just like to do that. I just like to do like these little concept things. Yeah.
Cute.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Then I think that was it for our guest.
So. Thank you so much for being our first guest of the second season.
Thank you so much. How fun!
It was really fun, you guys.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're back. So that was fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Obsessed with Heisa.
Yeah,
Such
she was
a
cute.
lovely person. Yeah.
And I love that she spilled the beans on some production things.
Yeah, some behind the scenes tea with Big Brother. So I love it. Also, everybody go buy her merch. So we still have a little thing to go.
Yes.
So Marco, can I ask you, what gives you queer joy today?
Yes, you can. The last few weeks, I think there was a lot of press about Tyra Banks. She did this Netflix program about America's Next Top Model.
And all the things that happened behind the scenes.
All the drama, all the terrible things actually sometimes.
Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. Also kind of heavy.
Very heavy, yeah.
And still, even though they're trying to say, hey, look how terrible this program is, at the same time, they also kind of...
She was plugging the next season, so...
crazy. But I have a love for Heidi Klum. I told you last time.
Love her.
Heidi Klum hosts the German version of it. Germany's Next Top Model.
Oh my God.
And it brings me a lot of queer joy.
Okay.
And I will tell you why.
Tell me.
So let's go on to side route first.
Okay. I'm here with you.
Yeah. Like queer and trans people, they get targeted a lot at the moment by populist politicians, by fundamentalist Christians, and also by the manosphere.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to take away their humanity, their dignity, and I don't know, they're kind of saying it's okay to be bullies, it's okay to be hateful, telling people that empathy is a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. And they're kind of trying to pit people against each other, for their own gain. And what I like about Heidi Klum is that she is an ally.
She's always been an ally,
she's always been an ally.
Yeah.
And what I also love about her is that she keeps inviting people to her programs who are queer, whether it's the last season of Project Runway, where a trans designer actually took the crown, or for example, the new season of Germany's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
And what she did this season is she put 2 trans people on there.
Love it.
One was a trans woman called Kim.
Yeah.
She is like in the very early stages of her transition. And visibly, that shows,
Yeah.
But still, she competes with all the women in one segment. And she dresses the part and she's fabulous. She does it because she wants also that aspect of the trans community to be represented. Yeah. And then at the same time, there's also like they're competing against boys. And there's also a second contestant who is a trans man called Jill.
Yeah.
And Jill is intersex.
Okay.
And back in the 80s and long before that, doctors, they decided for you if you were going to grow up as a woman or as a man.
They would push her into the binary, yes.
Yeah. And Jill, for example, was pushed into the box to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt always wrong. And later in life, much later in life, Jill decided to transition to being the man that he is.
Good for him.
And I find it fantastic, And Heidi Klum features both these people in a very honest way, non-judgmental.
I like that.
Yeah, beautiful people. So that brings me queer joy. That's what I wanted to share.
I think that's a really good one.
Thank you. And what brings you queer joy?
What's bringing me queer joy? I mean, I have been watching a show lately, again, television, but I mean, representation matters, which is Starfleet Academy, which is the newest Star Trek show, which is basically Star Trek, but it's high school or like college. So they are in an academy. So it's a little bit of a different thing than the normal Star Trek. But there are some queer storylines in there. And very attractive people.
Very attractive people.
Yeah. Which with Star Trek, of course, you have so many different species. So it's already intermingling in that sense. But being queer is a lot less. It's pretty normal in the Star Trek universe. It always has been. Because I think there were a few
They have some great storylines about being queer. Yeah.
But this one just really gave me queer joy.
Yeah, and I watched it with Pablo, and for us it was like heated rivalry in space, right?
Well, yeah.
God.
It's a little less heated, but yes.
Yeah, but it might get heated.
And lukewarm rivalry in space.
And the one of the main characters, Caleb.
Oh
my God.
This man.
Like I've been watching Star Trek for a very long time, but
not like this.
Like that. Like
this man.
This man.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
I agree.
Sorry for objectifying him.
It's a compliment.
Hot. Yeah. Oh yeah. I can give you an example of a Star Trek storyline.
Yeah.
They once had a storyline about the Next Generation, a 90s series. And they went to a planet. And on that planet, there were no genders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah, that was an interesting episode. Yeah. And then they are in contact with this alien species. And then one of the crew members falls in love with one of these aliens. And then this alien turns out to be like, she's a she. She's not genderless, She has feelings as a woman. But on her planet, that is frowned upon. No. You are no gender. And if you say that you're a woman or a man, no. You get brainwashed.
It's almost like the opposite of what's happening here.
Yeah. But I like that because like for a straight audience in the 90s, it makes you think.
For sure.
So Star Trek, yes.
Yeah, go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. It's a good series. It's fun.
Yeah. I love it. And speaking of heated rivalry, I just watched the finale last week. I what can I say? I understand the hype, and I thought it was really cute. I think they wrote all the characters really, really well. I do think it's very made for a straight female audience, but that's okay, I think.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch.
Yeah, and it's also a fantasy about rich people. I mean, it doesn't come close to the reality that most of us have to.
I don't think so. I think most guys that would be either in the closet or whatever are not going to wait 7 months to have sex again. Let's be honest.
No, that's true. But the physiques were on point, though.
Oh,
alley-oop.
Yeah, and for one of them being straight or maybe bi, but I think he's straight. I think he did a really good job.
Yeah, I agree.
By portraying it.
So that brings us to the end of our episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching or listening.
We would like to give a big thanks to our fellow main characters, Bojan and Pablo. Let's bring them in. Hey!
Without them, we couldn't do this.
Yes.
And then, of course, our guest, Heisa.
Yes. And also to our new landlord, our hostess,
our studio
hostess, Lido. Yeah. We'll key her in. How do you say that?
Well, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes. And if you want to support us, then maybe consider joining our Patreon, on which we show some extra clips that might be too spicy for the actual episodes.
Yes. And our top tier patrons will be featured on the screen at the end of every episode.
Yes.
So if you want your name to be here, then join the Patreon.
And as you can see, there are two names now. One of them is my best friend, Danny.
And the other one is my husband. So very supportive.
Thank you.
There are multiple tiers. You can already subscribe for free if you want early access to the episodes. But if you really want to support us and get some extra content or specially made episodes, feel free to do the top tier, which is €5 a month.
Yay! Our very first episode in our new studio
is done.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you all, and see you all in 2 weeks.
Bye. Yay!
Bam, bam, ba-da, bam, 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 ba-dam, ba-dam. Okay.